Wall Street Journal reporting that Anthropic is on track to turn a profit much faster than OpenAI, saying Anthropic anticipates breaking even by 2028, while OpenAI forecasts operating losses of $74 billion that year. Joining us now to discuss the outlook for the AI trade is Jack Kittery, CEO of AI and quantum software firm SandboxAQ. Jack, it's good to have you. Is there any reason for investors to rethink just sort of the speed to profitability and the payoff around all this spending around AI from your perspective?
Sir, good to see you. And here in the Gulf region where there is unabated demand for AI, you're seeing a transformation of the Gulf region with AI, both AI for the digital world and AI for the physical world. We're seeing demand, and that is going to drive more for the companies that you just mentioned and more for data centers. Masa-san regretted the fact that he sold NVIDIA stock years and years ago. He was on stage with Jensen talking about that just about a year ago. And I think he's going to probably regret this again, his sale today. You just announced a new deal with NVIDIA for AI for Catalyst. What's the significance of this? What does it do? Well, the AI for the digital world, which is ChatGPT, Gemini, these are great tools that are super useful. And that's what has created this massive challenge of creating all these data centers. AI for the physical world, the kind of AI that we just announced with NVIDIA, AI that can create new kinds of battery chemistry. Catalysts, as you know, are the elements that drive all manufacturing in this world. 80% of manufacturing needs catalysts. The energy industry absolutely needs catalysts. We in the United States throw away 40% of the electrons that we create at night. Instead of throwing it away, we could have newer kinds of battery chemistries, put those electrons in batteries, and have more power for these data centers. We are not efficient in how we use electricity in the US and around the world. So AI for the physical world, what Jensen and I have been talking about, and the release that we did at the NVIDIA GTC around the first AI model to model these new chemical compounds that drive reactions forward faster and lower the energy you need to make these reactions. Catalysts are the essential. And this AI for the physical world is going to help solve the challenge that AI for the digital world has created for us.
Right, namely power, Jack. It's David.
You got it.
Yeah, you know, it's funny. I'm going to talk a bit more about the whole math around the ownership of NVIDIA by SoftBank and everything else there. But he's using the proceeds, Masa, from the NVIDIA sale to invest in OpenAI. You just indicated he's going to regret not having kept it. Do you think OpenAI is not as good an investment or won't return as much, if not more, than owning NVIDIA?
I think OpenAI is a great company, and I think it's now become an essential tool for many companies and many individuals as well. But I do think there's a lot of upside in where NVIDIA is going. And the reason is that we're just at the beginning of the story of AI. When we talk about the AI trade, to your point, to Sarah's point, we've got to widen the aperture. People are too focused on large language models. We've got to widen that aperture and say, if we're just going to talk about getting returns on our investment based on people using it for document summaries and customer service, we are not going to be happy. The bubble will not end well. But if we're thinking about AI in bigger terms, in terms of the energy sector, in terms of the biopharma sector, in terms of logistics, in terms of humanoid robotics, then I think we can actually make this AI trade work. But I don't think it works if you're just focused on AI for the sliver of the economy that is digital, as opposed to 80% of the economy that is physical.
But you believe that will continue to stimulate demand for NVIDIA's GPUs for years to come, I suppose, and the software that goes along with them.
I do, and I think we may have even a graphic of the pace at which NVIDIA is changing and updating its chips. Even as they roll out Blackwell, they announced Vera Rubin specs 10 days ago. Vera Rubin is going to roll out, and when that rolls out, they're announcing the next one. So we've seen unabated innovation. If I saw NVIDIA slacking in terms of the innovation in not only the chips themselves, but as importantly, David, we got to think about the system. And that's why their announcement with NVQ Link is also important. We got to think about ultimately a hybridized scenario where we have GPUs, CPUs, but also QPUs, quantum processing units. And that's what we just announced in the industry, the connection between the GPUs and the quantum computers.